Oh! Oh! Look at this! Oh, what is this? Cowabunga, dudes! We finally unlocked Leonardo, and now we have Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. All four of them. And the game is super easy now. I'll show you my builds and how to use them in each content to clear Spider Heart, final stage, Dragon Heart, final stage, Clan Boss, 1 key Nightmare, 1 key Ultra Nightmare, Hydra, anything at all. And by the way, we don't really have the best builds in the game, but I want to show you my builds so you can possibly copy paste whatever you see here, because they do have vulnerabilities, and I want to show you their vulnerabilities and how you can counter that and how you can use them all together to beat the game, even in the arena. If you have all four of them in arena, bro, they are crazy. But then again, I need to show you how to properly build them, and I also need to show you how to position them. You cannot just put them randomly in your team. In order for some passives to proc, like for example Donatello's passive, to proc properly and keep someone alive, you need to position them properly in your team. So without further ado, let me quickly show you my builds, and let me show you how I beat all the content, all the hard content in the game. Right, now let me show you Spider's Den Stage 10, hard, which is the hardest, right? This would be the team. All you have to do is just bring in a champion that can apply Hex, like Mad Hatter. If you don't have Mad Hatter, maybe Mithrala, anybody who can apply Hex. If you don't have a champion that can apply Hex, just use a Hex set items on one of the 5th champions. So, the same team, pretty much, the Ninja Turtles. We have a Hexer here, like Mad Hatter. Let me show you my setup real quick. We're going to use Leo as the Aura lead. We have Shelly first, Turtles together second. Mad Hatter Mixture most foul first, so he can apply Hex. And then we have the buff increase and buff decrease, debuff decrease second. Then we have Donatello, same as pretty much everywhere. Starter, Bodacious Bash, and we have Secret of Those as a first skill, and then Shell Shocker second. Mikey with the debuff, decrease defense, and then AoE attack. Raphael with the Seismic Slam first, and the Not Today Knucklehead second. And check this out. Spider Heart, stage 10, made easy. Do you think we can do it under 1 minute? Because I feel that we can, especially if you have a Hex applier. So look at this. Mad Hatter applying Hex. Okay, they're doing a bit of random attacks here, as usual. I mean, not really random, but oh, look at that. Half of the spider's HP has been deleted just because we have applied Hex. And we are like 30 seconds in, so let's see what's next. Now we should be able to counter with Leonardo. Brimstone as well, proccing. Okay, Mad Hatter with the buff count increase. Cowabunga. The spider is under Hex and decreased defense. Also weaken. Boom, look at that. Another half of the HP has been deleted by Leonardo. Oh, 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 1 minute. Barely under 1 minute. So my best is 42 seconds, but again with a different team. Bro, 1 minute. What more can I say? Guys, quick ad break. If you want to download Raid or you want to restart in Raid, don't just randomly download it from the App Store. Use the download link below or the link in my bio, and it will give you 2 free legendaries and 3 S tier epics. You'll get the Lenaril after tutorial, then you can use UD King promo code to get Ultimate Death Knight. At level 15 you will get Thane, at 25 Tagwar, and at level 35 you'll get Ugo. And this will help you build that Poison Dream Team. And trust me, Poison is still one of the best debuffs in the entire game. You'll thank me later. Alright, back at the video. Iron Twins, stage 15, easy peasy, less than, I don't know, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Check this out. You can even say that this is a bit of a speed farm. So this is the team I use. Let me quickly show you my team setup as well, because it matters. We have Duchess. By the way, with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you lack a few things. You lack revives, so it's better for you to bring a revive just in case you don't have the best builds for survivability. And you also lack stuff like maybe Weaken and a bunch of like other debuffs. But do not despair, you have their passives and they can attack one after another. So these are actually going to make up for it. But in our case, because we really don't have anything like, we don't have revive or anything similar on any of the other Ninja Turtles, we brought in Duchess Lilith. She has revives, she also has increased attack, block debuffs, and perfect veil, which is going to give them a bit more survivability. And let me show you how to build them for twins specifically. I like to have Duchess Lilith so we get a little bit more speed, so they attack faster. Then this is the AI setup. We have Spectral Rebirth first and then Shroud of Souls, so she can revive anybody in case somebody dies. Then we have Leonardo, Shelye first, Turtles Together second. We have Michelangelo, Express Delivery first, Shell Cyclone second. Raphael, Not Today, Knucklehead first, Seismic Slam second. I actually think it's better to have Seismic Slam first and Not Today, Knucklehead second, and Opener Sewer Skewer. I've tried this previously and this is a bit better, so he has more uptime on the Berserk. And then Donatello, starting with Bodacious Bash as a opener, Secret of the Ooze second, and then Shell Shocker. So let me show you how fast you can do twins with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Check this out. Stage 15, which is the final stage. Just look at this. And look at the damage numbers. This is like already 10% in one turn. Not too bad, that's 11 seconds in. If you build them right, I think they're actually speed farming the entire content. It's not like obviously 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, but in this case, even if they do the content under 1 minute and 30 seconds and they do pretty much all the content in the game, I think that's perfect. Look at this, we're 40 seconds in. And we're down more than 50%. Not too bad. And they're also surviving quite well. So I think in this case, you could actually take, if you have a reviver like myself, Duchess Lilith, you could take her out and add even more damage. If you have like an HP based damage dealer, possibly, to make it faster. Look at that, one more attack and it's over. That's it. 1 minute and 18 seconds. Not even 1 minute and 30 seconds. Pretty cool. You could say that this was a bit of a speed farm. Look at that. Stage 15, twins, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, downing it in 1 minute and 18 seconds. My best is 56 seconds, but it wasn't this team. So let me quickly show you my dragon setup. I think with the dragon this can be optimized a bit better. You can actually go full damage, same as I did here. I put Acresia in. So Leonardo, Shelye, Turtles Together, Shelye, Turtles Together, Shelye, Turtles Together. Acresia, full damage. Battlefield domination, and then the other way around against the boss. Then Donatello, we're gonna cancel Shell Shocker for the first turn. And we're going to have Secret of the Ooze as his first kill, opening Bodacious Bash. For the second turn, Shell Shocker first, no Secret of the Ooze. And then last turn against the boss, we have Bodacious Bash, Secret of the Ooze, and then Shell Shocker, because we want him to remove the poisons from your team. Michelangelo, Express Delivery, Shell Cyclone, 3 times the same. And Raphael, we're going to have Not Today, Knucklehead, Seismic Slam, so he can do a lot of damage against decreased defense, and then again the same in second round. And in third round we're actually starting with Sewer Skewer, Not Today, Knucklehead, and then Seismic Slam. Sorry, the other way around, my bad. Alright, 226. Okay, next, Ice Golem. I'm not yet at stage 10, but let's do stage 4 for now. Let's use the usual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle team. Alright, let's jump into it. Let's see how fast we can clear waves here. Because I feel like for Ice Golem, Fire Knight, and Dragon, you need to properly optimize your wave clearing to make it faster. And then the boss is pretty much, you know, they're gonna beat the boss anyway. So let's see how fast we can deal with the waves here. This is actually the same setup we had for Dragonheart. Okay, so we're getting close to 2 minutes and 45 seconds. This is a bit slower than expected, but I'm pretty sure it can be optimized even better than this. Like, for example, Duchess Lilith didn't really revive anyone, so I could take her out and bring in another debuffer, like Mad Hatter, potentially. So what else can I show you, boys? For example, for Sand Devil stage 25, I've tried this team previously, but it didn't really work out. So I think the best bet here would be for you to take one Ninja Turtle out and add a Reviver. Someone like, anyway, a Reviver that's fast enough to, or maybe that's strong enough to survive the first attack and then revive everyone. You know what, well, we're just gonna give it a try here and see if we can actually make it work ourselves. Yeah, I think this is fine. So let me quickly do the setup here. We want to revive first. Lady Mikage, we want to apply sleep. Donnie, this should be alright. Michelangelo, we want to apply some decreased defense. It doesn't really matter here. Let's see if this works. This looks doable. Okay, so we have the buffs up, which they're not too bad because we're dealing a bit of extra damage here. Almost 4 minutes, so this is definitely a bit on the slower side. But yeah, it's doable. You can do it with the Ninja Turtles too. Alright, and lastly, obviously, I'm not going to show you Phantom Shogun because he cancels the passive of the Ninja Turtles. But I'm going to show you a bit of a clan boss. We're going to jump into Demon Lord, and I'm going to show you that we can do one clan, one key Nightmare, and one key Ultra Nightmare. As for the Nightmare, we're using the same team. Basically, we're having Leonardo as the lead, and I'll show you the AI setup. Duchess, Mikey, Ruff, and Donnie. And then let's do a quick battle. We should be able to do 200 million damage, hopefully. 250. Definitely one key Nightmare. And then for Ultra Nightmare, pretty much the same team. Let's do another quick battle. 182 million damage. Definitely one key Ultra Nightmare too. I already tried Hydra on myself, so I'll show you my results. I have 110 million with the same team, Ninja Turtles. I added Mikage for extra damage for for Leo. And then I also added Duchess Lily too, so we have a bit of revive just in case we die. And we definitely did die a little bit. This was an auto. We did 100 million on auto. I'm pretty sure this can be optimized further down, but I saved it like this just because I wanted to see if I can do above 100 million. My previous team wouldn't be able to do so much damage on Hydra and Brutal, so I was happy and I saved this results. And lastly, I'm going to show you Chimera 2. We'll go probably Brutal. I'll edit this down and I'll see you in a bit. Alright boys, so damage-wise only 65 million, unfortunately. I'm not sure if I did something wrong here, but yeah. I actually expected this to be a bit more than 65 million, but I'll keep these results for now. Alright boys, and let me show you some arena fights as well, because oh man, the Ninja Turtles played together in the arena, they're quite gnarly. If I go to my battle log, look at this. I'm getting attacked by teams that have 500,000, 500,000, 660,000. And I'm stealing all these victories from them just because I've swapped to a Ninja Turtle defense team. Leonardo does so much damage when he counterattacks with his passive, but he only can counterattack with the passive if you have 4 Ninja Turtles in the same team. This guy actually tried twice. He was like, what the heck is going on? He tried twice. Look at this. Bombs away, bombs away. The same guy got defeated twice. Man, I love it when it happens. And look at our team power, only 372. But before we jump into some PvP, let me show you my setup too, because maybe you're gonna use it as well. Leonardo. Shell Turtles together. Mikey, Express Delivery second, Shell Cyclone first, so he can actually try to increase Raph's, get Raph's to get the Berserk, and then Raph to do a Seismic Slam and deal a bunch of damage. Not today, Knucklehead second. For Donatello, we have Secret of the Ooze first, because if the enemy starts first and apply a bunch of debuffs on you, as I told you, I built Donatello with resistance so he can actually cleanse the team and then use Shell Shocker to reset the skills. This is very important. If you build Donatello with a bunch of resistance and you go PvP and the enemy teams apply a bunch of debuffs, this guy can come and cleanse your whole team. If playing Donatello with a high resistance is only your safe way to kind of play this team. So let's jump into some battles. Let me refresh this real quick and let's have a look what the Ninja Turtles can do. Because I'm pretty sure I had a lot of fun with them just by trying it. This is my main fun team at the minute. I have other teams, don't get me wrong, that are better than this, but this is quite fun to play. So first fight doesn't really look too good, as I told you. See, as soon as you get crowd controlled, you're kinda in a bad spot. Oh, look at that! Leonardo is crazy. I thought we were gonna lose this one, but man, that was a very nice one shot. All right, let's try one more. And also Leonardo applies the freaking stone skin on himself, so which is pretty cool. See, this, we don't really have enough. Oh, what is this? One shot everyone. Oh my god, what a monster of a champion. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Alright, what's going on? We're starting second. Oh! 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And our team emerges victorious. Look at that. What a crazy fight. And it's all on auto. I'm not even manualing this, because if I would be manualing this, I would be definitely be playing it my own way. Let's try another one. Whenever Leonardo counterattacks with his passive, bro, that deals a bunch of damage. See, now everybody's crowd control, and unfortunately, whenever you're crowd controlled, you can't really do much. And yeah, this was definitely a hard loss. Alright, never mind, it's okay. It's kind of like 3-1, right? So if you can build Donatello with a bunch of resistance so he can be your main savior, team savior, then you're gonna do much better in Arena, especially. Look at that. Leonardo burned through the, what is it called, stone skin. And then counterattacked. Man, this is crazy. I love this team a lot. As we refresh here and let's try something else. So far so good. Our win streak is higher than the loss streak. Let's have a look at these guys. They have stone skin on. We should be able to counterattack. No, we didn't really counterattack. I'm not sure why. I guess Michelangelo didn't lose more than 50%. Look at the counterattacks, bro. Oh, he got revived. Obviously. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Man, this is crazy. Alright, let's do another one. I could do Arena all day, bros. Hard crowd control, see? They didn't crowd control Donatello, so let's see if he saves our ass. I'm afraid Thor is gonna... No. I was about to say I'm afraid we're gonna get one shot, but look at this. Man, these arena fights are crazy fun. Especially when Leonardo counterattacks with that passive. But you can only use it if you have all 4 Ninja Turtles in your team. You can still play Leonardo in other teams as your main damage dealer. But then again... See you later. But then again, you're not gonna be able to use that crazy passive. So yeah, boys. Do you want me to play more? Do you want me to show you more? Like... We literally win pretty much all the fights. Alright boys, and now let me show you the Ninja Turtle setup as well for auto. We have Leonardo with Shell, Ye, and Turtles together. We want him to get his unkillable up so he can do more counterattacks. And then Raphael, Seismic Slam, Not Today Knucklehead, Michelangelo, Express Delivery, Shell Cyclone, and then Donatello with Secret of the Ooze so he can clear any crowd controls and debuffs, and then Shell Shocker just in case it's a longer fight. And my boys here could do more damage. You could potentially use Michelangelo as an AoE damage dealer and have Shell Cyclone first, but I like Express Delivery first because sometimes he applies that defense down and stun on one enemy, which is pretty cool. It slows them down a little bit. This is also good for AoE damage. Just try and see whatever you like. And lastly, team comp. This is not the most efficient one. The most efficient team comp you can have, like the positioning I mean, is as follows. Should be like this. Boom, boom. If you have this team formation, it's going to help you stay alive longer. Raphael is going to be far left, which means Donatello is going to save him with his passive. Michelangelo is going to be second from the right, which means he's going to save himself with his own passive. He has his passive that gives him shield, so he's more survivable. And then I'll show you what I mean now. I'm going to do this real quick, and then we're going to jump into a fight. So let me explain better how the formation affects everything. Now if we would be for the enemy to attack us with a massive AoE attack, the first to get damaged is Donatello. Donatello has enough HP and defense, so he could survive. The second to get attacked is Michelangelo. Michelangelo has his passive, which brings him shield, like now, so he could survive. He can also dodge. And then we have Leonardo. Leonardo is full defense. He doesn't need to be far left either. So now Raphael being far left means he's going to be the last to get attacked by that AoE attack. So if Monkey King now uses his AoE attack, he's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And if Raphael dies, Donatello saves his ass, which is pretty cool. Let's go back to auto. And let's see how good our team is against this. So hopefully you understand what I mean there with the formation. And this formation-wise, this applies to everything. Not just in arena, it applies to bosses as well. But you can use the other formations that I showed you previously. It's also pretty good as well. And then again, if you play against someone who steals your buffs, again, this is pretty awkward because he stole Unkillable. And as you can see, we're 2 versus 1 here. And it doesn't look too good. We don't have revives. We cannot revive the team. So I think we might be losing the fight here. Potentially, maybe not. He's not really stealing anything anymore. So we still won the fight. Leonardo is a beast on his own. In arenas, you can use him in other team comps, not necessarily with the Ninja Turtles. But you saw what you could do if you have all 4 Ninja Turtles in the same team. Whenever he uses his passive, not really his passive, whenever he uses Turtle together, because of all 3 Turtles allies and his unity skill, this deals a bunch of damage. So pretty cool skill to use. Now let me show you the builds and explain why I built them as such. So we have 200, actually there's a bit of a speed tune here. Let me make it make sense. Donatello to be the fastest, Michelangelo second fastest, Leonardo third, and Raphael fourth. As for the items, depending if you are mid-game, end-game, early game, if you are early and mid, go stats above sets. Stats are more important than sets. If you are late game, obviously you're going to go for the sets because sets are super strong too. For Donatello, as fast as possible, as much HP as possible, and lastly, as much resistance as possible, because the Ninja Turtles don't really have revives in their kits, and the only champion in the Ninja Turtles team that can do a bit of survivability or apply heal on your team is Donatello. And Donatello can also do remove all debuffs from all allies. And if he is always resisting enemies' debuffs, he can remove all debuffs from all allies, place continuous heals and strengthen more often, and also fill the turn meter more often. It's quite nice if you could actually use a protection set to get that 25% chance of protecting buffs, especially against Hydra, because Hydra remove buffs. That would be also quite nice because none of the Ninja Turtles apply protected buffs. But hey, this is Donatello's items. And then I went for Journal of Necrodos, so he can bring more heal and more turn meter increase to the table. Obviously, I leveled up his skills. For the masteries, I went full support. I want him to take as many turns as possible, so the teams get as many cooldown resets as possible. First, initially, I thought I would go for resistance, but then I wanted him to actually do as many cooldown resets as possible. Especially on the long run in the boss fights, this is definitely better. So you can copy paste this. Michelangelo. Items, again, stats over sets. I went full damage, speed 262, as much crit damage as possible, and 370 accuracy. To land the decreased defense against the Sand Devil, you need a bit more than that, so keep that in mind. For Relic, something readily accessible, I would say, I read the Coronet. This increases his damage up to 30% whenever he applies debuffs. It brings a bit of an attack and a bit of an accuracy. Pretty nice relic. I upgraded his skills, not the basic. I saved 3 books there. And then as for his masteries, I went full damage. There you go. Offense 3, damage against bosses, and then support for a little bit of accuracy, a little bit of extend debuff duration, and extra stats from sets. Alrighty. Leonardo. Leonardo again, stats over sets. We went as much defense as possible, as much crit damage as possible. This guy is pretty stacked. 261 speed. So he's basically almost... No, I think, yeah, this guy is 262, so he's third. He should be third. Right, the Cat's Gaze, one of the best relics you can give Leonardo. If you don't have the Cat's Gaze, obviously just bring something else. I don't know. Give him Malefic Talon, a rare one. And then again for the blessing, I've chose... Oh yeah, actually I should have said blessings for the other champions too. Lightning Cage, best for PvE and PvP. You'll use Leonardo in PvP too, so take Lightning Cage. Michelangelo, probably mostly PvE. That's why I put Brimstone on him. Raphael, I don't really have anything much, so I just selected Heaven Cast because he's gonna have some buffs from Leonardo and Donatello, so he's gonna have a bit of an increased damage there. And then again, Donatello, Intimidating Presence, just in case you want to use him. This guy is also good in Lightning Cage if you go a lot arenas, but for us, we want extra stats in any areas of the game. If we go with Leonardo as a main aura, we're going to get Intimidating Presence, so our aura is going to get a bit better. If we're going to select the Speed Lead aura, well, again, by having Intimidating Presence, the Speed Lead aura is again better. So I think overall, Intimidating Presence is the best for Donatello. And for Michelangelo, Brimstone, because he needs accuracy to apply it. Right, back to Leonardo. Masteries, sorry for that, back and forth. I just actually realized I didn't tell you about the blessings. So, Masteries. Leonardo, full damage. There you go. Crit rate, crit damage, and all the damage stuff. Cycle of Violence, super strong. He can actually decrease the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn if he deals a lot of damage. Leonardo deals a bunch of damage, very strong in waves, very strong in arena. He can get that nice cooldown reduction there. And then again here, another nice thing for him to use his lasting gifts. Extra buff duration on the buffs. Also, Cycle of Magic, 5% chance decreasing the cooldown of random skill by 1 turn at the start of every turn. Super nice on Leonardo, totally worth it. And then lastly, Raphael. Stats over sets. We did put some sets on him, some ignore defense here because I had good stats on it. He has 245, he's the slowest, but again he has good crit damage and some attack too. I used Malefic Talon as the relic for extra crit damage. And then obviously I already told you about this, Heaven Cast. There's other blessings you could consider too. If you have a 5-star on him, use Crushing Rend if you're using him in PvE mostly. Or if you're using him in PvP, just put Lightning Cage. This is going to protect his buffs. If you use all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles together, this is going to protect the buffs quite a bit. So keep that in mind. And then Masteries. Just because I use him a lot in PvE, I selected War Master on my offense tree, and then a bunch of what do you call these, counterattacks, because he's dealing quite a bit of damage. And this is also quite nice in arena. He can counterattack someone with his basic and basically block revive. Quite nice. I'm considering changing to Helm Smasher if I could get more attack. Helm Smasher is better if you can get above 7,000 attack. Alright, and that being said, these are my builds for the Ninja Turtles. If you have any other ideas, or if you think you can make my team better than this, just drop me a comment below or let me know. If you have your own Ninja Turtles team, also let me know how are you using them, and if you're also using it the same way I do. I feel like Donatello has to be first and then Michelangelo second, so then everybody's getting cooldown resets and all the other stuff. And with that being said, boys, I'll end it here. I was Raid Ninja, thanks for watching until the end. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Download Raid with my link to get 5 free heroes. Use promo code UDKing to get Ultimate Death Knight.